Welcome traders to this week's analysis of gold XAUUSD. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me here. We're starting a new month, so it makes sense for us to actually start looking at monthly time frame, higher time frame to see where we are standing. Now, I'm going to repeat this and I've already discussed with you a few times already. So, just to give you a brief idea of where we are and where we started from. And this is also useful for all the new subscribers who have just joined in. So, remember what we saw last year is that the market momentum was really high on gold. The market started to go really high up, but it was all part of what the market was doing previously. So what we had here is a W pattern, and market completed that W pattern around 2030 level or so. So since then we have been looking for short positions all the way down to 1680 level, because that's where the first target of this entire W pattern was. The market came here, went up, which was expected. So we went short all the way to 1681, right? Multiple short positions. We favored short positions there. And then we started to favor long positions. When it reached this around this level, we started to favor our short positions once more. When it came to 1681 level, this was kind of bounce expected, but we were not ready there. We were expecting a bounce, but it just happened very quickly. So a lot of you were able to take this. I personally could not actually take a long trade from there, but I was able to take multiple trades here on daily basis or weekly basis. So right now what we have is, if I remove this, what we have is that the market is respecting this particular area, right? And we also are getting a kind of structure like this. Yeah. So ultimately at some point in time there will be a breakout. Now, whether that breakout is going to take it back to the 2000 level or not, we will have to wait and see. There is so we have that bullish scenario where if actually it breaks out, then we will have a W pattern which is going to take it to 2000 level, or it can even go all-time highs. Okay, so that's the bullish scenario on multi-month or multi-year basis. However, if the market actually breaks down from this level of 1680, then what we are looking for is that market can create an M pattern, and which can bring it down to near about 1550 level or so. Because this W pattern's second profit target also aligns around 1550 level or so. So this you should be aware of. If 1680 level is broken, then this could be very well going into this 1550 or so level here. One of our FCP student also found that there is a gap left on around 1550 level on gold. So at some point in time, this is going to get closed. So this is what we have on multi-month basis. And if I go and to look at the weekly time frame, on weekly time frame, what we have here is the market came here very swiftly. This is the one I was talking about. So it is right now. This is kind of like a support area which the market can come to. This is a very important level, because below here there will be stop losses. This is kind of liquidity zone that we have got, and then we have got another liquidity zone here around here. There are few gaps which I've already been mentioning about. There is one gap around 1866, other one is around 1888, and on the bottom side we have a gap around 1550 level here, somewhere around here. Okay, so this gap, there are two gaps here and there's one gap around here. So this remains to be seen which one gets filled, because that will obviously set the direction of the market. If the market starts to go higher, then it will close that gap and then probably can come back down, and it will still form an M pattern. However, if the market continues to go down first, right, then in that case we will have an M pattern, and then it will bring market back to possibly like an all-time high, because there'll be nothing left for gold to go down for. It will just keep on rising up. So that will be the best scenario, if the gold comes down and closes that gap, performs that M, collects all the orders, because gold will become cheaper at that point in time. A lot of people will try to get in, and then gold can actually start to rise to all-time highs. So that can be a very good scenario, but that's simply a possibility. It is not it is not what I'm saying that is going to happen. So our job is to simply assess the probabilities, and the probability is that we have a liquidity zone which market makers may try to grab. So that's a move to the upside just above this and fall is one of the possibilities. Other possibilities that this move can actually extend to close those two gaps around here, around 8066, 1880, and then it can fall down because in that process it will create a W pattern. Okay, so these are two possibilities on the bull side. On the bear side, if it breaks through this level here, right, and if it breaks through this level, then we are looking for M pattern, which will bring it down to 1550 level or so. So this is what we have on higher time frame. Okay, let's go and look at on smaller time frames what kind of structure, what kind of market behavior we have got. Okay, what we see is that on Friday of the last, which was the last week of last day of the month as well, the market actually showed a very good sign, and we were able to capitalize on this. We were able to take a lot of trades around this area, around 1806 level. You see, market makers, what they do is they find one of these, like, areas of one of these levels around which they actually put a lot of orders. So sometimes they will, like, try to collect stop losses above it, and then they will push it down, collect the stop losses above, push it down, collect the stop losses above, push it down. So 1806 has been kind of a median line in our trading plan for quite a while now, for a few months in fact, and I'll show you that when we go to the plan there. So personally, I was able to take two trades here from 1806, one here and one around here, and this actually finished near about here because we had an M pattern which finished around here. And when M pattern completes, the market goes up, and that's why the market started to push back up, and it reached its first profit target around here. So what we have is that market is right now, market has broken through a trend line here, which was a very important trend line. It has been keeping the price up. It has broken through that, and now this is an engulfing candle on daily time frame, and it has closed below this trend line. So what do we expect? We expect market to continue to go higher to retest it, or even go a little bit higher to trap people again and then come back down. So this is what we can expect. There is another thing which can actually push the price up in the coming week or so, which is there is a gap left around 1800 level again, right near about here. So at some point in time, the market is expected to reach there and come back down. But I'm not saying that that is going to happen next week or next day, because gaps can be left open. Remember that 1866 and 1880 level gaps, and even 1550 level gap is still open. They are still open. So it's quite possible that this will remain open for a long period of time. So do not trade for the gap. Just be careful, like, just put them on your trading plan that there is something there. So this is looking bearish right now. So if it performs a retest to the upside, and if I get an opportunity, I will go for a short. If the market actually closes above and it shows me good momentum above 1806, which I said last week as well, if it shows me good momentum and above 1806, then only I will look for a long trade going into 1830, which is the previous liquidity zone that I was talking about. And I will be looking to long here around 18 to go to 1830, and I'll look for a short from around 1830 level here. If the market continues to go higher, and if I get a confirmation, then I will continue to hold that long all the way to 1866 or in 1880. So this is my trading plan here. But for now, I'll have to see how it actually reacts around here, because it's actually closed below this trend line. And even on, let me show you, even on Vata and Visage, um, actually, let me go to the daily time frame and then I'll come back to others. So on Vata and Visage, we have started to see a red color here, but it is being supported by Vata curve, and this is red here. It is being supported by Vata curve, so it is expected to go higher. And so we'll have to see how it actually, like, behaves around here. Um, if I show you more stuff on Vata and Visage, for that, let me go to the monthly time frame once again. So on monthly time frame, this is 1550 target that has been given by Vata and Visage, and it has been there for a long period of time. So either this white dot or the touch of the Vata curve will be the first target if the gold starts to fall, and this is around 15 This whole range is like 1550 or 5070 level or so. But so this is what we expect on monthly time frame if the market starts to fall. If I go to weekly time frame, on weekly time frame, what happened? See, why I've been favoring my shorts is because this water curve is red now, and that actually does not happen quite often. See, you see this has been blue, that means bullish all this time. Around here it turned bearish, and in Telegram group and other places I've been mentioning that, because this has turned red, I'm going to favor my short positions until it actually tells me otherwise. So you see, last week the and market came here and tested this water curve which acts as support and resistance, and got pushed back down once again. Right now this is bullish here, this is bullish here, but water curve is not letting it go. So until I see a break above this solid break above 1806, I will not go for a proper, like a long term long position. I'll probably play around on daily time frame, on smaller time frames for long and short. But if you want to look for a huge bullish move, then you'll have to see a very good momentum above 1806, and then you'll have to tackle through this 1830 liquidity zone. And if that is also broken, then we are looking for this profit target white dot, which is around 1860 or 1880 level. Okay, so this is how gold is looking on the bull side. On the bearish side of things, we can still reach these profit targets which are still available. So let me put a line here so that you know which level it is. This is 1676, and this one is 1650 level. So how do I trade? If the market starts to fall down on weekly basis, then these are the profit targets that I can look forward to. Okay, so that's what we have here. If I go to daily again, now on daily, as I said, what our curve is being acting as support. So now I need to see a good close below. If it goes above and if I get a confirmation, I will short, but I will only go up to water curve. Once that has been broken, then I will look for short positions into this profit target. As I mentioned before, all of this is like kind of bad behavior. It needs to be cleared at some point in time. The market is expected to fall and clean this entire behavior. Okay, so we'll go step by step. We always wait for the confirmation. We do not just take a trade and just wait for huge profit targets. Always have a plan ready, always look for a confirmation, and always go step by step. So you will reach one profit target, then you'll wait for the market to see what market is trying to do, then you will attack the next one. Okay, so if I go back and show you what we had before. Okay, so this is the analysis that we had. Let me go to the 4 hour time frame and show you. Okay, so we had very good um, last 2 weeks on gold. So 1806, this is where I took the short position. Market makers dumped it because we had this W pattern in the middle. I shared that in Telegram group and other places. I shared it on, posted it on LinkedIn and Twitter and YouTube as well. Now the market came down. It went back up into 1806 level here, and I posted it in real time that they were going to dump it again. So if you look at 1 hour time frame, they dumped it here. They collected the stop loss just above it. A lot of traders thought, yeah, this was going to go up. No, this we need to see a very good momentum above 1806, and I could not see anything like that. So I took a short, and all of these profit targets were achieved in the same day, right? Profit three, this was profit two here in the middle, three, four, five, and it came where it came right into the structure zone which we had already had mapped. Now it can still fall down. There is an M pattern which has finished here, and that's why the market is going up. And if it continues to go higher, now all of those levels which were there, sorry, I should not have removed that. All of those levels which were acting as support, now they should act as resistance. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up, and so that you can see what levels we have. So hopefully you'll be able to see on your screen all the levels that I've got here in the white horizontal lines. So these horizontal lines can act as your profit targets, support and resistance. So if the market starts to go up, then the next target will be 1785, then it will be 1787 area, and then we have 1792, then we have 1796, and then we have a gap available around 1800 which I was talking about. So this is the gap. around 1800. So beware of that as well. And if the market starts to fall from here, then we are looking for 1779, 1774, and possibly 1767 level as well here. Okay, and I will update you if there is anything else, like if the market starts to change or if there is anything else happening in the market. All right, so this is my analysis on gold. If you enjoyed this analysis, found this useful, educational, then please hit the like button and share it with other traders and trading communities. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great trading week and great trading month.